right, we're back. We are coming off of a real nice session, I thought, yesterday. I got to thinking about it a little bit yesterday and how it went. Was yesterday? Well, yesterday was the day we had the group work. Yep. Day before we shot birds. So I'm gonna I think we're gonna look at shooting some more flyers over her either tomorrow or maybe Monday. It's Thursday right now. So what I'm gonna do today, though, I want to build off. You'll see I've got Ellie with. I liked the dynamic, the element of having a second dog. I think there was some value in that, both from a steadiness standpoint with her. I like how she handled the group work. It showed me a nice improvement over when she first got here. That was one thing that she struggled a bit with some of the steadiness on her own. When I say steadiness, I just mean understanding that she's gonna have to just wait. She's gonna have to wait till we send her on stuff. We did it yesterday with the tennis ball. I'll do it again here. You know, you'll see the temptation for Ellie is a lot less than it would be for Cali, and you can tell by the body language. So the ears on, are you on the dogs or one of you guys on the dogs? So the ears on them tells me a lot. As a tennis ball, see how Cali's ears are, and see Ellie right now is looking at me going, do you want me to send? Do you want me to go get it? She's really triggered and waiting. Cali right now pins her ears back a little bit and goes, I'm not sure if I should go or You can see her wheels just thinking, maybe I should go get that right now. Uncertain. She's not sure. Sit. And so I want her to be sure that she shouldn't go. That's one of the goals that I want from her. I want to get to her, have her understand the idea that I'm not going to go. Like, not questioning if I should or shouldn't go. Ellie isn't necessarily questioning should I shouldn't go. She's asking me, when do you want me to go? I know I'm not supposed to go right now. So, sit. Sit there. Good. Good. Very good. And so the time before, it was a quick, sharp correction as she was literally thinking about going. I mean, she wasn't physically doing it. You could tell she was thinking about it. Where this time she licks her lips, she looks back at me and goes, I'm not going. So it's not the worst thing for her because she's unsure with it. I don't think it's a bad thing for her to think about going as long as I catch it, correct it timely. And then I think what happens then is we gain something out of it. The second time she showed me that we gained something. So that's one of the reasons I like to have Ellie here. I think it does help her to see that as well. I think it also is a temptation when I do end up sending Ellie for her to have to work past. So I've got a bag full of birds today. One of the things that we're going to shoot for, and we did it yesterday and I think we accomplished it, was continuing to develop the boldness and the confidence with picking up these birds. These birds are not frozen hard. They're soft enough that there's a little bit of play in the neck, a little bit of play in the wings. It's cold game. It wasn't fresh killed. It's nowhere near as soft as a fresh killed bird, but we're going to use those as our retrieving dummies today. I want her to develop this boldness and confidence on this cold game, to pick it up really well, position herself very well with it, and bring it back to me so that when we do go to the live game or fresh killed game, those little fluttering of the wings become the only change. And so I want her to go in with some confidence, and I want her to start picking with a little more confidence. It's all just a slow incremental process that we're going through. Heel. So today, heel, Ellie. We're going to set this up today. I think I'm going to utilize some memories today. And I want to push. The other thing I want to challenge her to do is pick this thing up in some cover and carry it out of cover. We've been having them pick it up in the field where the only struggle is literally getting it up out of the snow. Now I want you to dig it out, get it up out of the snow, have to come through some thicker brush, maybe have to send you through some brush. Again, those are things that she does real well, so let's piggyback and start tying it in and incorporating it instead of just sending her on these easy long lines in this snowpack. So let's start out. I mean, we'll almost treat this as some circle memories, I think. So we're gonna go bird into the cover. This is the same cover we use for tennis balls. This is the same cover we use for some hunt commands. I'll go with the two big roosters in here. Those will have to get dug out of that snow. They'll have to get dug out of that brush. Watch. Watch. Heel. Love how she gave me that focused look at it. So we're gonna come through here and we're just gonna make a loop. This is that area I like doing bigger circles. We're gonna send her through a bit of cover. I might send her through that little pocket of cover back for it at an angle. Kind of like a circle memory that we did through the beans real early on with her heel. It's just this is going to be in a new spot. Taking our time to set it up, which is helping develop focus and memory. Today our pace is going to be a little slower, more realistic to a hunt. When we shot those flyers, that pace was fast. I mean, we shot 4 birds in 15 minutes. It was boom, 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 boom. Our objective there was not necessarily realistic hunting. Our objective there was let's get her picking up fresh killed birds. Now we're tapping into more of a realistic scenario where there'll be a little bit of time in between actions. So to set this one up, we're starting this loop. We're gonna come over to here, and before I send her on the retrieve, I'm gonna pitch a second, 2 more birds. I'm gonna use this, terrible throw. I'm gonna use that pile as my visual spot. One up and over, one short. We're gonna watch and we're gonna know them off of it. Watch. No, leave it. We're gonna circle back. And this will be a little more challenging. Gonna run them right past the tree. Gonna run them through this little bit of cover here. You sit. We'll send Cali first. I'm looking at her line here. You know, she's almost looking that way, but her body is way left. So let's help her out. Heel. We can either walk towards it or scooch the butt by just getting my foot in here. Now I look at her tail to her nose. See her head? Cali, go back. And look where she goes. So I probably could have adjusted her a bit more. I saw it coming and I just sent her anyway. Should have. That's my mistake. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good dog. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here's that challenge. You gotta dig it out of there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You see her working at, come on, come on, come on, let's go. Come on, bring it here. Good girl. That's a good dog. Come on. Very good. Come on. Right here. Right here. Nice hold on it, looks like. Good. Right here. Good dog. Again, that little hesitation she's got. That's a good dog. Nice big bird for you. Hold. Good girl. Did. Very good. Clean those feathers out for her. There, I'm very proud of that. That's a good, I mean, it's a big bird for her. Here, heel. I'm going to send her on a double here. So I'm going to send her for the second one. Watch. Cali, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. I don't know that she remembers the second bird. Takes the exact same path. Good girl. There's a good dog. Good dog. Come on. Come on. That's what I want to eliminate, that little bit of hesitation of, should I for sure? Do you really think I need to get... Good dog! Very good. Nice hold on it. So look at the improvement. Come on. Let's go. Come on. That's a good girl. Much improved on how she's figuring out how to pick this bird. Good girl. And that's just putting it together from when we first started by ripping the heads off the bird. And good girl. Cold to start out with, cold and hard. Now we're letting them warm up a little bit, letting them flop around a little bit, closer to being like a live, fresh killed bird. Did? That is very nice. That is very nice. Well done. Good girl. Now, heel. Heel. We'll come back to here. I want to give these guys another look at this. Watch. Da, 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 da. I like the excitement though. Good. Good. Watch. Watch. Heel. Good. Give her that reminder of birds there. What does it look like? Give her a visual picture for it. So with her, if I can see some improvement with her, where she goes into that, find that bird, and then look back to me just for that. Are you sure, Dad? Are you sure you want me to pick this thing up? You think back to that day that we ran her first. It was 4 or 5 sessions ago. She ran past the pheasants, and we threw that cold game in the snow, and she blinked on them. By definition, at that time, I don't think she knew that I really wanted her to pick those up. It wasn't that she didn't see them. It wasn't that she didn't want to pick them up. It wasn't that she was denying or defying me. She just wasn't sure. And you still see that little bit of hesitation of, are you really this? Yes, come on, good. Boom, pick it up, bring it back. We're gonna get past that. We're gonna get past where she's boom, pick it up, just like if it were a dummy. But remember, she's picked up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dummies, maybe thousands of dummies prior to coming here. She doesn't need that second confirmation with a dummy. She doesn't need the second confirmation with a tennis ball. But after only, I don't know that she's picked up 25 feathered birds in her life. She's probably getting close to that number. Well, that's just a real small fraction. So if she was a little puppy and she went up to a dummy and was hesitant, I'd do the same thing. That's it, come on, bring it here. Pick it up, bring it back. Until we do it enough that it just, I get it. I pick that up, I bring those back to Dad. Confidence, confidence, confidence. And that's what we're trying to build in her before we're gonna get to these live birds. It's just progressional steps. Little pause here, heel. Little pause here. We got some memory birds out, so let's make it realistic. We're gonna throw these other two here up into this cover. So we're making our circle outside of the kind of natural opening there. We'll come up into this area. We'll drop a few in here. Here's where we're going to get the value of the idea of dig it out of some cover and haul it out. Watch. 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 Heel. I like how she's got a little energy. Heel. Got a little excitement about this drill. She goes, man, this is kind of fun. Ellie's here. I think that's helping. We're going to kind of weave through the cover here. So we kind of complete this circle back to where she just made the retrieves from. Heel. Sit. Sit. Now, I got those two birds in the cover. I've got those two birds over here at that clump. Scooch over a little bit, Ben. You're all right there. I'm just going to go right through here. So I'm letting them think about it, building some time and delay into this. Sit, Ellie. So we're going to line Ellie for the last birds. Sit, watch, no, leave it. Sit, Ellie. Ellie, go back. Now her line is straight as an arrow. I just had her lined the wrong way. You can see that. She runs through that last spot. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Dead, dead, dead. Sit, Cali, heel. Now, here's the uncertainty. Sit. So I wanted to see where her head went. She swung there, she swung there. I think she's 50-50 right now if I sent her whether she's going to go to there. So I want to make it clear, we're not picking these. No, leave it. Heel. Take a step towards it. Cali, go back. And there the head stayed right where it needed to go. So I think if I had sent her originally 50-50, she'd have gone left or right. We had to know her off of it, take a step towards it, and then a nice send. Now she's gonna have to hunt to the back of it, because remember, that's where the first one went. The second one's behind. Let's let her work this out. Right now she's not remembering. Boy, he threw that one a lot further. So let's see how the wind is going that way, so it's a little hard for her. She smells that old bird. I want to see her natural pattern to stretch out a little bit. I don't want to help her. But she's going to have to go back a little bit. But I want to see her not give up. That's what I'm hoping for. She's not convinced that it's not there yet. Pretty quick I expect her to look to me. She's convinced it's not there, so now we'll see how she works out of that area. Go back. Go back. Good. There she's on it. Good girl. That's a good dog. Good dog. Very nice. Good dog. So I think what's happening here is we're combining some of the stuff that she's got some confidence with. That was beautiful. I let her work till she believed it wasn't there. Eventually she checks back with me. That's a good dog. Eventually she looks for help, and I just love her willingness to work on her own up to the point where she just says, I just can't find it. Can you help me out? I'm not going to interrupt it too soon. Did. And then as soon as she starts to work out of that core area, she handled really nicely. Took 2 casts back, so what? Got her back. And then I do think it was almost like a light bulb moment for her too of, oh yeah, that one was a lot deeper. Very good. All of this, all of these, what we're doing here is just confidence in her, building and going, I think I can do this. I think I can do these birds no problem. Heel. I also think that having the Ellie heel, having the second dog around isn't hurting. I think it's building a little bit of excitement for her in this drill and in these sessions. The idea of, this is pretty fun. Look at these other dogs, they do it too. Now we're just going to finish out this circle. Now we're asking them to run across the nice big wide open field, which shouldn't be that tough, but we'll see how they handle it. Good. Sit. Cali heel. See the head? She's drawn back to an old bird here. Heel. So we're going to take a step towards it. Cali, go back. Go back. No, 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 here. We're gonna know her off that heel. She's got this old memory in her head. No, leave it, heel. Cali, go back. Good, good. Go back. Go back. Good. She's thinking about that one. Go back. Good. Good girl. That's a good dog. I'm real powerful with the good, knowing that she ran through what she probably didn't want to instinctively. She wanted to go to one of the other ways. She knew there's a bird there. Good dog. Come on. Here's where she's got to fight through the cover. That is a good dog with a great big bird. So you saw her, she tripped it a little bit, dropped it a little bit. That's a good girl. Come on. Come on. Very nice. Very nice. Good girl. Nice coming in, holding real well. You remember early on we had a little bit of an issue when she'd bring that live bird. She wanted to drop it down right away. That's a good dog. Now we're all the way up to these big roosters, which are sizable compared to what we started out with. Here. Here. Sit. Now, here will be a test of steadiness on her part, Ellie. Sit. Good. Ellie, go back. Sit. Good. So I'm real soft with the send. It's part of the reason, you know, everyone has their own way of doing it, their own style, and that's fine. I prefer soft. I like a whisper to send them, because when I need to send them, I can only yell so loud and I can only be so loud, and why I don't want to, if I were real loud in that send, it'd be real tempting to Cali. So if I can whisper, Ellie, go back, and get her to go off of that, it's easier on Cali. Come on, come on, sit, good. There's a perfect example. Here I am, come on, talking to her, and she hears it and she comes. So it's instinctive on her part. Good girl, sit, good girl, right here, sit, good. And I love how she's okay with it. There's no jealousy here. There's no I gotta get in on that bird. Dead. Good. Sit. Good. Now everyone's back, and we're not gonna change what we demand as far as following control. Like I think this is just discipline and obedience. This is just real well mannered. This is good shoot manners. We don't shoot the way they shoot in the UK, but if we were on a peg, or we want these dogs to be quiet. I think that translates real well to like the blind. If you're in a blind for hunts over here, I think it translates really nicely for even if you're going out for an afternoon shooting clays. Bring the dog with. They don't even know they're there. They're quiet. They heel with you. They don't get excited because there's gunfire. They don't get excited because you maybe mix in a retrieve or two with them. I like it when they're just nice and quiet. We'll be making maple syrup soon, and I'll have dogs just sit, watch us make maple syrup. Instead of the dog that's annoying you by bringing you sticks, the dog that's picking your gloves up when you take them off, running off with them, turns it into so much work, and it takes away from the experience that you're having. I prefer to have them accent the experience than take away from it. But you can see, they could use a drink right now. It's cool out, but they're moving. Like she was coming back through that snow. I think sometimes the crusty snow is harder because they're not sure if they're going to break through or not. Sometimes that powder is it's like wading through water for them, but at least they know that friction is constant. Here they're sometimes breaking through, sometimes not. So we're going to bring them back up. I'm going to give them a drink, put these birds back, and I think another real nice advancement, step forward in her confidence, picking in some situations that are a little bit tougher, and also incorporating something what we're calling new to something that she is comfortable with, which is some of these lining drills. Circle memories I don't think are new to her. They certainly aren't after we've done them here. I don't think they were new to her when she came here. Maybe how we ask her to do them is a little bit differently is all, but we're getting there.